NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yeah, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the ball on to 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 2
yards. And it's 3rd down.
McDonald. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. So that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 68 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Here's Calais. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 21-0 our score after 1.
Score Cowboys 21, Washington nothing.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's McDonald to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run. Calais. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Raymond Calais, 29 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
To C.D. Lamb. That's a gain of 9. Makes it
out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 28. Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
McDonald's pass.
Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
The point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Elliott a first down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. He'll go underneath here to Elliott, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 35. Washington.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Terry Poe marches in for the sack. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete.
McDonald's.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, McDonald looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And the Washington first down.
Throwing on first down, McDonald, and he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
To number 24.
From 13 yards out. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Ronald Darby.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But just
and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 19 line. There we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. McDonald got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back now in Arlington. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Raymond Calais. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help. and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. He's going to let this one go deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable Unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the net. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Chase Young on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cowboy. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 52. Washington 28. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McDonald. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, McDonald. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
1st down, Washington.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald will find Gibson here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and 11. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
A loss of 2 on
So
the
they'll
play.
stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those